Honestly, I think that'll be something that obviously the mainstream will have everything calculated by the time it goes out. And I'm perfectly within the belief that this is going to be a 2-0. So likelihood is this stream will finish before that one. But nonetheless, we'll see. Maybe yeah, Gaming can pull off an incredible turnaround. They did take MIBR close on this map. Maybe they can do it once again. Gonna be early Molotov thrown into the window. A quick push to at least take some control of mid. Dewey looking to be a little bit cheeky, and he is going to be able to already. A couple of kills going their way. The 3-man stack on the B site is null and void, as the bomb is going to easily just walk out onto the A site and get a plant.
I mean, how do you even retake this? If you're, do you just save the flash and the kit? Like, I mean, Liquid, they're running off that A bomb side here, going straight towards B, looking for some more kills. They're frag hunting. And right now, Gamer, the one's playing super defensive, even though the bomb's already planted. They have to be saving now, I guess. And I mean, maybe they'll be able to save this for the next round, but they're still going to lose the round, period. And the only kill they did get was on Stewie still playing aggressive.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. A team hunting for kills in the pistol round. That's a new one. Thankfully,
I have an update, Tom.
Oh, on what?
If you would like to know. So, because Bad News Bears lost the first map up against Envy, they can no longer make it into top 3. So, Bad News Bears have been eliminated as well as Gaming.
Okay, so we're down to just 4 teams. 4 teams, 3 spots. Obviously, a Furia win guaranteed the top spot, which I would almost bank on that happening. But then everything else still up in the air. We could see pretty much any of the teams finishing second. Of course, if MIBR win, they will also be heading through. And it will be between MV and Liquid. And I believe if MV just win this 2-0, then they will also take their spot through. But I'm not certain of that. So, of course, well, either wait to see what happens on the mainstream or wait for a tweet from ESL, because they are definitely the most reliable people here in this circumstance. Nonetheless, back on with the game. It is going to be an investment coming up for Gaming. They've got an SMG, a few Deegs, and a Scout. Going to start getting aggressive. The timing couldn't be better. Naf's gone down. That's one of the AKs into the hands of the CT side. Up in the Palace as well, and everything's going flawless at the moment. It's all going to be left on to a Liege. Well, we were talking about padding the stats. This is one hell of a way to do it.
Well, that was honestly not something I expected after the pistol round where they ended up saving once the bomb was planted. But hey, they did it either way. Good, a very good round for them to come back into, but Liquid are still going to be forced up into this round because of loss bonus anyways. What is Gaming going to go with? They have a Galil on the ground and 4 on the ground, so they're going to have a pretty decent buy, which I would obviously hope for, but the utility will still be... Well, okay. That was weird. They bought utility after they picked up the guns instead of before. But they still have the utility. Let's just go with that. And just the pistols here for Liquid with some armor bought up.
Awesome. Okay. I'm liking this. We're seeing some confidence out of your game and feeling a little bit more comfortable by the looks of it on Mirage. Quiz. Patiently, but already so much control taken from the CTs. They got a player peeking into mid. They've become a bit more passive on the A site. This is going to connect the shot. Unfortunately, it's not in the right area. Oh, aggressive peek from Duma, but he wins the duel nonetheless. 2 players now sat at the top of mid. Just hoping to do some damage. Not wanting to allow Gaming to, well, win a force buy, pick up your guns, then have a flawless round, and then have the potential for another flawless round because Liquid won't be able to buy in the next one. So, Gaming could potentially have a huge amount of money going forward.
And a good amount of rounds, too. Maybe that will force Liquid to play with a little bit more respect. But, again, like, they got this round, at least the early advantage by the push up middle, right? With the, was it Fasten charging straight into him? I guess Liquid didn't expect that to happen. There's still a lot of smokes, a lot of utility being expended just to make sure they can maintain these guns, maintain the flawlessness within the round. It's got 20 seconds left, so they technically could run to the B side to go for the plant, but I was actually wondering if they'd potentially just go for the save. This is going to be so hard to clear with so little time, but Naf, that's one way to start things. Duma, though, in the perfect position to ruin the chances for Liquid. Comes around the corner. Naf again! The bomb's gonna be planted. Don't tell me, yeah, Gaming lose this round. Off of a 5-on-2.
Both players tagged. Naf especially down to just 4 HP. They need some miracle shots, and while Nitro is going to get flanked. They at least get themselves a bomb plant, make things a little bit more costly, so it isn't going to be as flawless as Yeah Gaming would have liked. And the T's can now at least invest a little bit into this round. They can go for some extra pistols, maybe at most pick up an SMG. And just make sure again that they keep the money a little bit more honest than they would have done. But yeah, a surprise in all honesty. A 2 versus 5 and able to at least get 2 kills and a bomb plant when all you really had was deagles. That's not bad.
I think it was a phenomenal round for Liquid. Like, how much they achieved being in a 2-on-5. I mean, yeah, Gaming obviously be kicking themselves here, but we did go into the next round again. Not really the money there for Liquid. But they hampered up some pistols, so we'll be buying up in round 5. I still don't want to say that they are necessarily out of this round, but just how the last one went. IDK has been able to push up short. We have a lot of players in the middle for him to receive, however. And there's actually like some massive like holes in the defense for you're really depending on IDK to spot them in middle to kind of control. Like they could have technically boosted into window without him spotting that out. And no one's even looking back towards that direction from the A site. So this is a little bit risky, but I guess the aggressive play towards A ramp nets some the information they need to know they're not coming towards A.
Taking so much control. This is going to be tough, or more tough than it would have been anyway with what's currently invested. They're going to put the pressure onto IDK, and, well, go a little bit further than maybe expected. Twist will at least be able to hit one, and a second as well. These Deegs are still able to do some damage, and he has to be careful at the back of the site. The only issue is the position of the bomb. Getting that back is going to be difficult. Thankfully, Farsin's in behind. And Yeah Gaming, again, they lose a couple of players, but they are still going to win their 3rd round.
All right, now it comes into the gun round, right? This is the round that they really need. RCF with the AWP. There's some with the M4s. I still a little bit worried though, Tom. Like that was a massive gap in the defense. Maybe it was just that round alone, so I'm not going to be too harsh on it. But a team like Liquid will use that against you quite a bit. And Tatson's pushed up underpass so quickly. I think he's made a lot of noise. Yeah, Twist already expects him to be here. He might have pushed a little bit too quickly. And there you go. Twist gets the kill, gives him the man advantage. The aggression of Yeah Gaming not working out too well for them. They even lose a player inside of middle, and Liquid are now up 5-3 in this round.
A hell of a start, and well, they've kept the CT side a little bit honest here, so if they find a pick anywhere else, even just the push onto the A side might be enough to force the CT side into a save. Very reliant on Farsin. Be a lot of players coming in this direction. If he can at least get the first and fall back, there's still a possibility that they win this round. Anything less than that, and well, remaining teammates a little bit too far away. Maybe Dumar could get there in time, but the question would be whether he actually wants to. Could be coming in. Easy kill onto the first. Second going to be picked out as well, but there's the trade, and that's all the T's really needed. Liquid didn't need to do anything more than that. RCF trying to hold on to the cross. Dumar has caught another. RCF finds one more. This shouldn't be a possibility, but somehow it's becoming that. Naf's flame saves Nitro while planting the bomb. Just a second more, an extra tick, and we could have seen that bomb not planted and Naf in a 1v1 instead. RCF to clutch. Shouldn't have even been a possibility, really. Dumar, extra kill alongside RCF with the AWP. The only worry now is the time is ticking. A smoke for the bomb, but in reality, he's got so many positions left to clear, and he might just be trying to bait them in, try to get them to spam some shots away, but it's not going to be the case. Both players on the ramp, and if anything, Liquid are going to convert that round a little bit easier than maybe they would have expected.
That is just so unfortunate for Dumao. Like, if he drops the bomb, and the Molotov wasn't there, and they would have had a nice 2-on-1 that Liquid should have had a very tough time winning. Considering Liquid had a 5-on-3 man advantage. Like, that was their round to win, period, but it still came down extremely close. We're going to see, yeah, back on the bye, but again, their funds have dissipated now. We get underway with round 6. RCF luckily able to save the AWP, which is at least a pivotal point for them. So he has been able to hit some ridiculous shots in the match versus Furia. Haven't really seen it too much since obviously it was a 16-2 in the first map. But they have at least officially gotten more rounds versus Liquid than they did against Envy, which that's something to take home, but obviously not exactly what they're going for.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be on the list of things that they'll be ticking off as a success, but have done slightly better. But we'll see whether or not they can do anything more. Very aggressive in their CT side, though. Once again, we're going to see Dumar pushing all the way through. Back of B. Could even come up behind someone on the underpass. This could be interesting. Now, Elijah's boosted up. This is a bit of an off angle. But at the same time, oh, he's going to get the drop. Dumar, very unlucky. And now the execution begins on the A side. There's no flank coming. They're cleaning everyone out. Every single duel is won in a matter of seconds. This is the Liquid we're used to seeing. Well, this time it'll be the one we get. RCF, no choice but to try and save the rifle. And this will be the springboard now for Liquid's T side.
Looks like they're even going to chase this too. Will he sense the player? Or player towards T-spawn and doesn't have a chance. Twist. A great shot out of him. There we go. Like I said, the springboard forward. Liquid should be on their 4th round now off of this. Yeah, Gaming, I would imagine going for basically the full eco. Or will they go for the force up here, considering the lost bonus? Actually, they have 2 lost bonus. Okay, so yeah, going for the full save. This is where it gets worrisome, you know, if you're a Yeah Gaming fan or if you're a Yeah Gaming in general, is that when Liquid got on a roll on Inferno, they just didn't stop. It was obviously around here or there, but Liquid in general just looked like the better team and looked like the momentum was completely on their side. Even right now, RCF is AFK in spawn. Okay, no, he's not AFK anymore. He's maybe trying to talk some things over, think some things through. Look how passive Liquid are being too in this round. Really trying to make sure they don't get caught off guard, especially like we saw in the second round, losing that after winning the pistol. Not trying to repeat the same mistakes that had happened already within this map.
I think as well, even in the buy rounds, we've seen a lot of aggression coming in from Yeah Gaming. They've had some pushes through mid, some flanks that also came through the underpass. I'm sure Elige will have communicated that, even though he got the kill, just to mention, okay, they have been pushing these angles. And especially in a round where they've only got pistols, or less, in terms of just having the USPs, you're going to want to take things slow. Try and check all these different positions. Liking the look of that Zeus up close, though. There is a chance for a kill, and while there is the damage done, Dumar just waiting patiently. Switch back to his USP. Unfortunately, that's not the tag player. So both, at least a little bit low. I think the realization may have been made now by Liquid as they slowly make their way towards this A site once again. There's absolutely no one here, Jason, as the remaining 3 are on B.
Yeah, should be clean. I would imagine Liquid's not going to lose any players here unless they go for the chase, but Elige and Stewie shouldn't be the ones going for that. But I'm trying to think, like, again, that's something you always have to ask yourself is, what can Ya do? It just seems to be coming down to the shots. You know, it's like FPS 101. If you can't out-aim your opponent, or if you can't aim to the level of your opponent, then you can't really expect to win matches. We haven't really seen, you know, thinking about all the Brazilian teams, thinking of like Furia in particular, we haven't really seen them like flash each other in CT or T side to like get like clean kills. Like I can think of so many times I've seen teams like Cloud9, teams like Furia do this over and over again to make sure the entry fragger can hit that shot, you know. But I haven't really seen that level of like teamwork yet within, yeah, or at least nothing that I can remember.
Yeah, I think we've seen a lot of aggression out of them, which does sometimes pay off. I'd actually like to see a little bit more of it on their CT side. As we sort of mentioned before, this is a match that they must have gone into well, not necessarily expecting to lose, but I think they'd be a bit naive if they went in expecting to win. So try some things out. Get aggressive. Make some plays towards middle. Like, make some pushes in around the map. The one towards the back of Apps was actually a very good push to make. Like, they found a lot of information. They even stacked up on the site. That from Farsin as well is a decent start, but the push is coming in elsewhere. Talazin underneath, the crossfires working out at least for now. There's only going to be a Legion Nitro left. This fast push has been quelled. However, still a lot of work to do. The 2 players remaining are definitely not going to go easily. Flashbang's good, but unfortunately Dumar is on the cross, and now Elige, 29 HP. Needs to pull off a miracle. That's one hell of a shot to start, but he's being pressured and peeking together. There's absolutely no chance that he gets both of those kills. Yeah, Gaming equalize. Farsin with a triple kill. I think now they're going back to see if they can find an AWP.
Yeah, there you go. IDK is going to pick this one up. So at least, yeah, Gaming making this competitive. Tying things up at 4 apiece. And Farsin able to shine when they need it with the 3 kills. And Elige, unfortunately, couldn't do it all himself. But the money's still going to be there for Liquid. So, yeah, you've been able to do this now finally with, like, the first real gun round, yeah, Gaming. But you got to keep doing this. You got to keep this momentum up. Don't want to give away too many rounds to Liquid, because you know when you swap sides, how strong they were on Inferno alone on CT side. And Dumao, I would imagine he's going to either play close A ramp with the SMG, or maybe try to look for the underpass push. He's actually headed over towards B. Okay. Maybe playing up close in the B apartments here. Ooh, nice nade onto Twist on 53 health, and also the tag through the smoke on a Nitro. A good start here for Ya. Oh my god.
My goodness, the utility usage from them this round has been on point. Definitely got the start. Question is, does this become a conversion for them? One thing Liquid have been very good at doing is surviving on low HP. Definitely like the SMG being on the B side. I think it's the right place to put it, and B side now begin to actually group up in that direction. Stewie's going to get that opener, however. And now things become quite awkward. It's left all onto Dumar. You mentioned that SMG. You mentioned it being up close. The question is, can he do anything here? So many low players to find. There's the first. But he's going to get pressured straight away from Elige. And the remaining Ts, there's so much damage done. But the CT's probably not going to go for this, unfortunately.
A leg through a smoke. A nade on a Twist for about 50 damage. A nade onto, I believe that was a Liege for about like another 50 damage. And then they end up only getting 1 kill. That's just so unfortunate for them too. Like, everything was done perfectly in the beginning. But then it comes down to the push onto the B site. And Dumao and IDK kind of getting caught out there. I hope they actually like look back on this round and realize like how spot on they really were. But they still save the 3 guns at least, right? So at least some sort of upside for them. Liquid, though, still have a ton of money left, so they still have yet to break the economy out of them. You're not going to anytime soon, unless you can win a couple of rounds in a row. But we're seeing like some signs of life within Yeah Gaming, but we're not seeing like the consistency.
Yeah, it's a tough position for them to be in. I think that round was definitely unfortunate. Like, you had your one SMG player trying to basically fight off 5 players, and the 1v1 duel that actually went the other way was fairly close. But, well, that is Counter-Strike. A lot of close margins. Still not in too bad a position. Still 4 rounds on the CT side already. And they do have a purchase here. Ts, of course, although they took a lot of damage in the last round, don't lose much in terms of finances, so they've still got plenty to buy in here. Again, middle control not really contested for. I would quite like to see this CTs take this away from Liquid, because a lot of what they've been doing so far, we've seen them split through connector. We've seen them go through short as well. Stewie in the last round, he may have been solo, but still took that position. Now they've gone for connector play, but Elige with a pre-fire gets an initial kill through the smoke. Once again, they can just sit and wait and find these positions that are just being held. Place Elige in a bit of an awkward spot once again. And, well, now we have to see risks taken from the CT side, and Tadazin just about makes it around the corner. I think they may have even spotted his position. The run through from Stewie once again, utilizing this connector. RCF's in a good spot, but his teammate is already gone. Doesn't connect the shot onto Stewie either. It's going to leave it a bit awkward. And Nitro's going to get 2 kills at the same time.
RCF, I mean, some big plays they're hitting those 2 shots. If he connected the first shot, I think the Molotov would have been able to kill him off because the spray down that came against him knocked him down to about like 10 HP. But Liquid again, they take another gun round. Yeah, gaming back on basically the save with just the pistols and some, Kevlar brought up. And Elish has 12k. It's so weird to see him on 12k life. Or sorry, not life, wow. 12k money. I don't even know where life came from, to be honest. 12k money, but they're only up 6-4.
The rounds they've had have been very clean. I think the manner of them as well, like the 3-1 scoreline definitely made things awkward for Liquid financially, but from then onwards, it's pretty much been the Liquid show once again. The start to the game, I think, has made the scoreline a little bit misleading. Of course, when you win the pistol and lose the second, it basically screws your economy for a few rounds. CT side this time, unfortunately, have got to take themselves a bit of an eco. And again, we're seeing them in fairly passive positions. They've tried to put a player at least into the ladder room around the window, but I'd like to see them group up and try and do something together. Unfortunately, I think the rounds they tried that previously, it didn't really work out. We go, nice shot from Farston again. This Deeg has been dirty so far. Lee's very quick on the trade and wants the players pushing in from behind. However, it's getting a little bit dicey. Nitro once again, an important double to at least put them in a decent position here. Palace is going to be Molotoved off. They knew somebody was there from earlier. However, there will be a wraparound from Tadazin. Wonder if IDK can find a gun.
I was almost hoping Tatazen would go for it in Palace. It looks like they're both going to come in from connector side. You can see IDK will be able to pick up the AK, but both players going to be towards CT spawn. Tatazen's actually backed off. And if I was IDK, I'd also run away here. You don't want to lose that gun. Consider the situation with your money. It looks like Game will concede another round. Liquid now going to be up 7-4. One more round away from that first half lead. And again, Elish, 12k money. The round added with some extra money on the side. He's almost up to 16k. He's on 12 kills, though, to be fair. So he's definitely earned every penny so far. And RCF, I mean, he's top fragging for Gaming. That's the player we were kind of looking at. Tatsun's been a little bit quiet in the series so far. I know you pinned him as another player that we had to look out for Gaming.
At least once again, we do have a buy. So we can see what the attempt is going to be from Gaming. I like the fact that we already have an aggressive push from RCF. It's a change-up, though. And these faster plays didn't work for Liquid previously. One of the only fire rounds we've seen go the other way was a lot of counter-utility. Nitro going to be slaughtered. And in fact, the whole team are just getting wrecked by these grenades. The utility damage is on point from Gaming. And they win the round flawlessly.
Well, when you get a nade in the face and Molotovs all around you, not really gonna expect to win that one. Great utility usage though, period, out of them to stop the rush. I mean, that's very difficult to do. The smokes as well really gave him a lot of cover. It gave him a 5th round, but can it give him the momentum back into the game? It almost seemed like a no respect kind of rush for them out of Liquid, considering how slow. I mean, maybe it wasn't. Maybe I'm reading into it too much because they all obviously have been playing very slow ever since the 2nd round. And again, the utility damage, the timing of it, or what? It's been doing work. I mean, yeah, only 19 damage to Twist, but it seems like almost every nade they throw is consistently getting damage in.
Yeah, I would say that round, in all honesty, is just Team Liquid trying to throw off their opponents. Like, you're likely going to try and change something, and because Liquid have been dominating middle so much, I would also assume that the change they'd make would be to challenge for middle. Now, they did, but they also left the remaining support on the B side. So Liquid's attempt was just to basically go, okay, you've come up with a counter to us, so we'll do something completely different just to throw you off. Unfortunately, this time, it wasn't the right call, but definitely has worked for many teams. And it makes things a little bit more awkward for Gaming in terms of predicting things. Because even though they won that round clean, you're still going to be a little bit worried. This boost finally pays off, though. They've tried it multiple times, and Lee's just been able to get away with a kill onto the underpass previously, but not anybody within the window. Now the push is going to come into A once again. RCF, he has to be spot on, and he is! 2 kills with that AWP, but again, the trades are just so quick from Liquid. Elige and Stewie, leaving only 2 players remaining. Nice shot from IDK. Huey's actually very low on HP, so there's a chance here.
Oh. Well, it's still got the op in hand. He'll be planted for him if he gets in towards A ramp, and you can see that Naf's trying to hide away, hoping that no one throws anything in his direction. IDK will have a grenade, so we potentially could see some early damage done onto him. And there it is, down to 65. Can they hit the shots when they need to? Stewie gonna be looking for the push in towards stairs. Naf just gonna be hiding away, looking for a potential sight line onto a player. There it is. First kill comes through. Now it's all on IDK, who immediately just seems to have turned tail and run. Which, why wouldn't you now? Time's run out. You're by yourself. And Liquid will get them the first half lead at 8.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You keep seeing these like glimmers of hope for gaming. Like, I think RCF is definitely one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, his AWP play at the beginning of the round was awesome. Like, 2 kills, both headshots, both players running in his direction. Doesn't even seem to break a sweat. It's actually, I think he got killed from someone pushing up the connector, which you almost wonder if there should have been someone like helping him. But yeah, the one thing that they can't really do anything about is just how quick Liquid are to react and pass over the information to their teammates. Once again, we're going to see aggression into mid, and this time RCF is gone. Do they expect the second player in the connector, though? IDK patiently waiting for any further pushes to come in. Fastin has found a kill elsewhere. Fortunately, again, Elige, well, he just seems to be on fire at the moment. Again, is going to kill IDK. Man advantage gained. Huey should have a free kill. He's currently moonwalking towards his opposition.
You know this is a knife.
Don't do it to him. Come on. Come on. After the last map, you just don't need to. Okay, he actually gets punished. He doesn't quite connect the shot onto Tadazin initially. Seems like he was just looking for a second kill, which is a little bit more fair. Or maybe was going for the knife and then just spotted the second player. Who knows? Fastin will probably be quite relieved. Unfortunately, that relief is going to turn to dread as he now has 7 HP, 3 players to find, and I think that HE is more likely to kill himself than the opposition.
Who did that the other day? Who were we casting that did that on accident
Fallen.
yesterday? Well, yes, yeah, it was. Good memory.
I know that you were saying to me, but it sounded like you
No,
were
it was
almost
to you.
reminiscing.
I couldn't remember.
Good
I remember it
memory.
happened. It was on train, right?
Yeah, train, A site, and I think it was a mistake. Dropped an
Round
HE.
number what?
Oh, okay. Now you're asking a little bit too much. Let's go with. Well, I don't actually know if they started CT first, so who knows? Let's go with 8.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, no, I have no idea. Well, into the last round of the half, 9-5 currently the score line for Team Liquid. They're already up 1-0 in the series, and a big mid play coming out of Gaming here. Fasting to lead the charge. Gets blinded completely, though, and somehow Elige well blind gets 2 kills. I'm not sure how blind Dumao was, but clearly blind enough for Elige to pick up the second. And Elige just penetrated this A site. Connector completely his. There will be a man trying to push him towards short, and he will take Elige down. But they still have the lead here. Oh, Tatazin, please.
Oh, okay. Gets Naf as well. Nice couple of kills. Going for a little bit more. Another big play comes out of Gaming. A 6th round looking likely, and this time there's nothing that Stewie can do about it. They at least find a little bit towards the end after having the lead early. Liquid just looking to try and close this out. We'll find out what happens after a short break.
Gets stressful. Though life gets stressful, go and vibe out with whoever you next to.
Vibe until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move.
3, 2,
Bringing
1,
summer to
drop.
you.
Oh, ready, let's go. 'Cause you know thoughts left in my head. My mind's not mine and it won't forget. But you bring me back from my darkness black. Cause the soul in me and the heart I have for you. It bleeds for you, it beats again. Oh, you bring me to life. 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 Bring me to oh, you bring me to life. Now you bring, oh, you bring, oh, you bring me back to life. Bring me to life. No. I stopped on my side, tried to run on a faulty line. I'm safe, only, even though we burn from the light I bleed. But she bring me back, not a heart attack could take away all the love I had for you. It bleeds for you, it beats again. Oh, you bring me to life. 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 Oh, you bring me to life.
Well, after taking the first few rounds within this map, it was a decent resurgence from Liquid, as they are now going to be sitting pretty once again to take this in a 2-0 fashion. It's going to be up to Yeah Gaming to prove everybody wrong, as they now go into the T side. A decent investment into utility, a couple of flashbangs for Nitro, and almost setting up for what will be a retake on this A site. Only Twist to hold it. He was fantastic in the first map. Hasn't quite hit the same form just yet, but there's still plenty more to play.
Well, Liege kind of picked up the torch for him. I like this play in towards jungle, actually, to take away window control. They're forgetting about the player, though, towards CT. Liege fancying his chances. RCF gets himself a quick double. And now Stu's be able to rotate him behind, but he's going to fall to Doom now. But Twist, who was still alive, has to be able to get back in towards the A site. Hit on Nitro. There actually is a possibility he could just go for the defuse here. They're not sure where everyone else is going to be. They know where RCF is. They spot out one more player inside jungle. But you can see their eyes turn towards a ramp. They're not really fully confident. Look at this. RCF comes around the corner, spots the player. Quite can't hit the shot, though. Time taken away. Nitro goes for the push on CT. He can't quite connect his shots either. It seems like no one can hit their shots on Liquid at the very end. And we will see Yeah Gaming take the pistol.
Yeah, I like the idea from them there. Just completely take over the jungle control, make that retake really difficult for the guys at Liquid, especially because a lot of their players will try to rotate in through that angle. And then even with the plant they had jungle control and the connector control as well, which is really all they needed. So very well played by Yeah, well executed as well. And now they get to go in with the better buy into this second round. Of course, there is going to be some resistance. Stewie going to be saving some extra money to invest into the AWP. The rest of the team will be fully bought up. Nitro about to come under some serious pressure, but he does get the opening pick. Scout going to be there to support him if needed, but these have been slowed down.
Liege tried to make the play. Yeah, you don't want to be throwing away your Galil. Gonna pick that one right back up here for Tatizan. And Stewie's actually pushed up middle at the same kind of time, so Yeah Gaming have kind of been almost contained. And we'll be able to make it their way back towards T-spawn if they need to, however. But will they expect Stewie here? Oh, no. If Stewie's got the discipline. One. And, well, not quite the second. That's kind of a repeat of what we saw him on the T side when they were when he was at CT spawn. But still, keeps things equal.
Gotta be worried at this point. I know I would be. I think Liquid would start to get into the back of my head if either they could be anywhere. And the real worry at this point is they're starting to run out of time. It's looking like they're going to go for this split onto the B site still. So go back to where they started. Still going to be a couple of players here. There is going to be a spot onto one of them. Now Naf, the scout, has not been seen yet. At least going to hit the tag onto the first player. Both being spotted as they push in onto short. Twist looking to rotate in. He hits the no-scope on the one. And Naf has just found another kill. Twist combines with him. And now they're just running out of time. 10 seconds left on the clock. Tadazin needs to get the kill. As that bomb might just be a little bit too far away. He's going to go hunting to try and kill off Twist. And Twist just trying to escape. And he's going to be able to. There's no time left on the clock. Liquid will win the round. Some heroics from Naf. And Twist just able to flee.
Well, someone's clearly been playing some KZ maps there. Able to get around the corner just barely to keep them alive and to get them the round. More importantly, 10-7 now, and the timeout will come in. Looks like Team Liquid are going to be taking this one. Oh wow, that was a hell of a close round as well. Could have been a lot cleaner if Stewie hit the 2K in middle, but still they win the round nonetheless off the back of the amazing scout shots. I think he tagged up like 2 people and then killed one of them. And then luckily Twist was there with the Deagle to help close it out.
Yeah, no, fantastic work from Naf. And now it's a bit of a weird scenario because the T's are the ones coming back in with an AK still, say from the last round. You've got the pistols coming with them. And the CT side, their money's not great. They didn't survive with any players standing. So sure, you've got Stewie who's able to invest right back into a rifle. Elige has a FAMAS and so does Naf. But this round isn't out of the question for Yeah Gaming. There's still a possibility that they take this one straight back, and then that really would put a real strain on the economy of Liquid. So still all to play for. The Brazilians again showing that they can definitely roll with the big uns when it comes to Mirage, but you do have yourselves a pistol win and a second round win in the first half. Do you think 7 rounds, well, should be the minimum that you get?
This is going to be a hard execute towards the A site. We do have Twist playing up. Push Palace up against just the scout. Elige is well able to get one. Twist comes back out, and this push through has been basically completely shut down. Tatsin's got 3 players left to find. A Molotov in hand, unfortunately. Liquid will quickly shut that down. Not getting quite enough upgrades in terms of weaponry, but they get the round either way. And they also have Yeah Gaming on the save. 2.3, basically the max. Tatsin on 2.7. This is rough times. I think the snowball's going to come into effect here. Liquid, once they get ahead and they start picking up rounds, I see it hard to stop them. Elige on 19 kills as well. RCF, for me, it's like get him an op. I know it's going to be a lot harder T side, but that's where he has his most success. It's just going to take a couple rounds to make that happen.
Making some early noise, trying to bait out as much utility as they can into B site, but Elige wanting to pad those stats as much as possible, and my fantasy team will thank him for that. Do as much damage as you can, man. I really, really hope you get as many kills as humanly possible. Definitely having a great performance here, and that's one of the things. I know it's almost silly to mention, but Yeah Gaming, they don't have a player anywhere near the caliber of Elige, and if he continues to play anywhere near what he did last year, they don't stand a chance. It's just a fact. Nice shot from Dumar, though. Will at least make things a little bit more awkward. Naf still holding the cross, and Twist is going to get a kill elsewhere. There's at least potential for a bomb plant, but the player with the bomb still up in the apartments, needing to cross, needing to get away, and that is the last place you want to drop the bomb. IDK is just going to try and get a kill, but ultimately doesn't stand a chance. And now this is where things will start to pick up. Yeah Gaming have their purchase, but in all honesty, Jason, I think if they don't win this round, it is pretty much over.
Yeah, I mean, RCF isn't able to get into the op. We do have them throwing pretty much every penny into this. You have Tatson with 350 left. The op is on Stewie, though, so if they could potentially take this round and rescue that op, might be a good swing of momentum going in Yag Gaming's favor. But yeah, I completely agree. Like, I think it's like, this is it. This is the round here for Yag Gaming. Liquid are rolling. Alicia's hitting shots. Everyone's pretty much hitting shots on Team Liquid side. That nade coming on to Dumao, down to 48 health. We praised Yag Gaming, their utility, the damage they're able to do against Liquid when they're on the CT side, but we're seeing the same thing here. Oh.
Not the start they were looking for, that's for sure. And Alicia, well, this is just confident play. Yes, Stewie to support him, or at least he thought. Stewie won't hit his shot this time, and gets a bullet in the brain. Okay. Twist has now started to pick up as well. I think he only had, what, 4 kills in the first half? Already up to 11. Nitro in the corner as well. A difficult position to clear. You basically have to hard peek it. You definitely don't want to turn your back to it. RCF now left, all on his lonesome. Won't be able to do anything. 13-7. He's not really being able to make a dent versus this CT side at the moment, and, well, I don't think that's going to change.
Just a quick update for you guys. We do have Bad News Bears currently winning 13-7 up against Envy on map 2. And then Furia is behind. It's 7-4 in favor of MIBR in their second map as well. I don't actually know what the first map result was between MIBR and Furia. But again, MIBR is still... as far as I know, they're not safe yet. So they still potentially could be knocked out, depending on other results. But they're obviously trying to get their victory here to get them secured. And this nade coming through again. Not really doing too much. A little bit too far.
I feel like you're still waiting for one that you watch along the way.
Yeah. One day.
Okay.
Oh, okay, not bad.
Well, making things at least competitive in this round. They're going to get a bomb plant. They've retrieved a rifle. Well, RCF, what? Okay. That might be the most ambitious attempt at a kill I've ever seen. Running through a Molotov. Maybe didn't know his teammate was about to do that, but even still. And now, Patterson, he's been spotted as well. Looking like he's just going to try and save his armor into the next round. Didn't really have an opportunity to try and get back into the site, so it's kind of understandable, though not the most exciting thing in the world. And Stewie, well, 3 kills in the end. It's 14-7. The T's will now have their full purchase. This is the first one of those we've seen. An AWP can come in for RCF, and it seems like he's saved the funds to do it as well. Nitro... Okay. I see the point we've got to.
Well, if our observer doesn't watch that, I would be a little bit disappointed. Actually, they don't go B on me disappointed. RCF. Okay, the smoke comes in. Naf has actually pushed up Palace. He doesn't seem to mind too much here. I don't think he heard the rotate back through T-spawn. Stewie in middle is looking for a shot, and again, it just seems like we're just kind of a little bit scared to go in any direction. I mean, they obviously heard RCF when he was burning away, so I guess that's why they backed off. Come on. I just want to see them go B. Or take the A site and let Nitro play for the retake.
We go. Run and boost. Stewie waiting. They hit this shot? No. It would have been very impressive. They're just going to fall back. Take a loose hold of the window, allow it to be controlled. And yeah, Gaming now have to try and do something with this mid control. That was something that Liquid did very well in the first half. Blitz through connector was spot on. Going to see an adaptation in the setup from the CT side already, though. Stewie's going to come in to watch the connector. He's got support inside Palace already from Naf. Twist going to hunker down, get a little bit closer. Going to be this push through the connector, and getting past Stewie is not going to be easy. An instant headshot onto the first player that peaks. RCF is gone. Sure, you've got jungle control, but the real issue is getting onto this site. 20 seconds left. Nice shot from IDK, but Twist is still here, looking to hold down the fort, and he just sprays them all down. 3 headshots for Twist. As said, a slow start from him, but he has come back and is killing it in the second.
I mean, what do you do there, right? It's just one guy basically hold on to the site for him on Twist. I mean, still he hit the first shot, but then he gets caught trying to stare down a ramp. And yeah, I mean, you need to be able to refrag that position. You need to be able to refrag those kills, but Twist played it perfectly, trying to stay alive, forcing the 1v1s, not giving them the opportunity to get the kill back onto him. Look at this push. Tatson rushing straight in towards the A side. I think they want to just take the site in full force, but they might not be able to. Twist is there yet again, and so is Elige.
Oh God, an absolute slaughter to finish off the game. 16-7 in favor of Liquid.